All right, now welcome to SC Custom Designs. We have now officially had our very first user experience using this state font kit that is from Rockler. Look up the series where we unboxed this guy. We discovered that we don't have enough letters to make my sign. And in the last video, how I went out of my way to compromise one of the templates. And let me tell you what, that was easy. I had to really concentrate on what I was doing with the router. If you think about it, you have this little circle here, okay, that has to sit down into, well, look at this odd shape, for example. I found that the S wasn't as easy as it could have been. And so it was quite challenging. What else was hard? The M was hard for me as well. When I say it was hard, I just, you know, when you think about the grain is going this way, okay? And in the router bit, it's going to turn clockwise, right? So if you start in the wrong direction, you're going to be fighting against that grain in the orientation of the router bit. Okay, so I found the M was quite difficult to navigate, as well as the N. The N was a little easier, but then, you know, you have the idea of this here hitting these very delicate edges. Okay, so that was tricky. It's one thing if you're just writing around a curve. That's something else, right? So there you go. But look up all my tips. I go over all the various tips. So you're now, and I apologize, I'm trying to take it easy and slow. Another tip I want to give is this painter's tape. Well, you know, it's all I have in the shop at the moment. So I'm going to highly recommend the double-sided tape. And for me, it's obvious choice going forward. Because when I was routering, and every time I hit the tape, well, it would just stop. And you know, you're never really supposed to stop when you're routering. So okay, that's sticking to me. So we're taking this tape off now, and we're going to have a first look together what this looks like. So yeah, definitely double-sided tape. That way, I'll be able to take the router and let it sit, and let it, when I come to the edges, this edge here is not going to have fight with anything. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty. That was something I learned. Whoops. Okay, so it's been a very interesting journey. I will say that. I did not expect this to go smooth, the learning curve, but on the other hand, I didn't expect it to be so tricky. And now it makes me wonder what other kind of systems are out there for making signs. So there you go. And voila, here we go. Let's have a look. You're seeing this for the first time. Right along with me. Okay, there's the designs, and here is the, let's try to pick this up, move it out. There's the S&C Custom Designs. So I am, let's swing around slowly. This is where I've been sticking the templates. And let's come on back, let's have a look. Now, with the C, you can see that I ate the template away, like butter. Okay, so now when I pull that away, I'm going to have to think about how I can cosmetically and artistically fix that. You know, what do? Put putty down in there, made out of dust and glue, and then have another pass at it? I don't know. we'll see. We'll see what I do. So some of the ideas I've been reading about is to paint inside the letters, and that'll help those letters pop. So that's certainly a consideration. I'm prone to that. I'm thinking that that's probably a good idea. Okay, let's have a look. S&C Custom Designs. So now the some decisions that I have to make are, you know, how do I shape this? You know, I'm just loving, if you're a woodworker, you're just going to really appreciate this too. Loving the knots, you know. So, you know, in order to keep those, I have to be very conservative in the way I'm going to cut a pattern around the sign. Okay, so, and then I need to get rid of things like this. So this is the piece that I had biscuit jointed up to this piece. So there you go. I love the knots. I'm coming over here, and you know, it depends on how you look at it. I saw a horse real quick, and then the horse disappeared. So there you go. All right, that's that, my friend. Look up the. Sorry about that. Little heater down there says, "Hey, I got I got off kilter," so a little alarm goes off. All right, so I don't know when I'll be getting back to this. Like, I've been going one after another, because you know, with videos, because you know how it is. And with a project, if you kind of stop, well, it could be stopped with me for a week, a month, a year. But that, I promise you that won't happen here, because now I need to move on to creating, continue making the sleigh bed. These are the sides. I picked up some poplar wood because it was just so popular. And I'm going to bring that over to the table saw, and we'll rip the poplar into slats. And so that's going to be approximately 6 feet slats. And then I'm thinking the joinery is going to be quite possibly, let's go ahead and look at our joinery, because this is a new addition to the wood shop. Got all the wood joint, most popular ones anyways, up here. And we can look through the joinery and see what's going to make the most sense. So basically it's going to be like a butt joint. We could employ biscuits. So in other words, put the biscuits in here and then cavitate into the side of the rail. We could do something like that. We could also do a, looking for it here. Well, something like this where you cut, now this is dovetail, sliding dovetail, but where you just cut little areas into the wood and then seat the slats into it like that. Kind of like this, I suppose. So you've got these pieces. These are edge-to-edge butt joints. So, but this has to go inside like that. So, really not sure what I'm going to do. But whatever I do, it's got to be strong. So I'm inclined to use the biscuit joinery, because otherwise, you know, you're talking about chiseling and that type of thing. And I used to have a chisel bit, drill bit, system many years ago. And boy, is that convenient for just chomping away into stock. So it remains to be seen what I do there. So yeah, we got this project here. We got the sleigh bed project here. I'm officially done with the antique chair, the European saddle chair. And we repaired that and got it all looking beautiful. Now we have this antique chair that I took apart, and it was quite rickety. So I'll be putting that back together, and I'm considering, while I have it in pieces, just go ahead and cut other pieces out and maybe make some other chairs. And so I'll get that experience. So, yep, I'm on this new little kick where I'm enjoying working with antiques. We mentioned antiques. Come on over here. This was gifted to us. It's being taken care of. It may not look like it is, but it is. This is an antique piano chair. This swivels and raises, but what you can see is that the beads have broken off. And when you're repairing antiques, you don't want to distract and take away from the unit. That's the first time I'm noticing that crack. I don't remember that crack being there, but it's right where the beads stop. So yeah, I would have to recreate those beads. I have no idea how to do that. So and that's most of the damage really to the unit, or the beads. So yeah, there you go. If anybody has any clues on how old you think that is, appreciate your input. Had a subscriber that let me know that the antique chair that I was working on was a saddle chair from Europe. So we picked up some goodies too today. We have a very inexpensive. This is from Lowe's. I'm not sponsored by Lowe's, but we got ourselves a nice adjustable block plane. Okay, and here's the block plane here. It's quite the antique, and I can probably get that thing back into service. You know, it's all rusted up there, but you know, if I wanted to. But for now, he sits here with the other antique tools. So there you go. We got that. Want to be able to have that. We also have the battery operated, the wireless planer too. I used that a lot this summer. And I found a little treasure. I thought this was a treasure. I got 10 of these. And when I'm doing like little fiddly work, these guys really come in handy. So these are pony clamps, but they really come in handy. So I thought, oh, why not? Let's pick up 10 of them. So we'll go ahead and find a place over here with the clamps. You can see I have some odd ones hung up here and there in the rafter. And even got our bandy clamps down there. Did an episode on that several years ago. And so there you go. Another project we're working on is this bandsaw box, which is made on a bandsaw. And so this really cracked up, literally cracked up because it's so dry in the winter time. So I had to fill in these cracks. Believe it or not, that was really much more compromised. And then I put several coats of stain on it. Now I have to go back and sand out, try to go with the grain. The lovely one wants this to look natural. I'm trying to find the block that it came out of, but she wants it to look really rough. I'm just going to back up here and see. Oh, here it is. It's over here. So that came out of this. Yep. If you've not ever made bandsaw boxes, it is a lot of fun and it's very addictive. Well, this is a very crude example of a bandsaw box. I've made some really interesting and beautiful bandsaw boxes. And boy, if you do shows, you're going to appreciate that there's people out there that appreciate that craft. And when they look at the bandsaw boxes, like, what is that? How did you make that? And I just say it's magic. You know, one block of wood, and that all came back together like that. But I've made some very interesting characters, so on and so forth. So thanks for watching. I know I went over the usual amount of time. I'm at 15 minutes. There it is, my friends. There's the SC Custom Design sign in its rough. I really enjoyed using the template system from Rockler. Again, not sponsored by Rockler. So this is the biggest size they have. And then I picked up the smaller size, which is 1.5. Again, it's the State Park font kit. And they give you everything except for this. You got to think about ordering that. That's the bit that cuts in the grooves. But they do give you this. It goes to the router. So they ship that with it. I didn't know that. I don't know why I missed that. So I got an extra one. Maybe we'll let that be one of the giveaways this year. We'll see. But this is the giveaway. This is March 2nd is the last day you can put in for it. Just look up Chessmate Dovetail Jig. But in the title also is giveaway. And then you just basically say, hey, I want to win that, and then give a thumbs up to that your comment, and that'll flag it for me. So it's we're coming up on the edge of February, the end of February. March will be here before you know it. So within a week. Then we're going to be giving away this dovetail marker here. Dovetail marker, brand new. And then we'll be giving away this. This is also brand new, never used. So you stay tuned and watch the videos. It's just our way of saying thank you for watching our videos and commenting and interacting with me. Take care. We're going to do our usual goodbye. Shalom uvracha. Masalamitotzin tzadjin. If anybody recognizes any of this language, let me know. All right, take care. Bye-bye.